To the men older than me that are married, what are the benefits of being married as a man? M62. M.36 years. If you've chosen the right person, then you have one thing in the universe you can rely on. Because you can't rely on your employer, this is true whether you know it yet or not. Your parents will grow feeble and die. Your siblings, cousins and friends have their own problems. But one person has her interests and fate, and that of her potential children, tied to you. She loves you and wants you to succeed, and wants to help you when you don't succeed. For me, I hated chasing. The first date worries. Will she like me? The food, the setting, the plans, the conversation, etc. I still chase my wife. Because I know it's a for sure thing. Maybe not that night, but eventually. I know what she likes for food. Topic of conversation. Her mannerisms will tell me if she is uncomfortable. And I know it isn't me. Most of the time. My 2 cents. Never stop dating your wife. I've been married for almost 14 years. And still go on regular dates. I married my best friend. So the benefits are enjoying our life together. Going out and sharing meals. Entertainment. Movies. Getaways. Etc. Having someone to talk to and share any problems or stress that comes up. We share in the challenges of parenting. We lean on each other when things are difficult. And we encourage each other's dreams. She's working on getting her RN. And I'm about to publish my first book. I couldn't have done it without her. You have a backup in life that is automatically granted all legal rights and privileges to cover for you when you are unable. You go from being a wolf to being a Labrador retriever in a middle-class home. Sure, you miss out on the excitement of the wild, but you never go hungry and you never need to sleep in the rain. If you're hurt, you'll be cared for, and it's warm. Go get married, it makes you a better person. Since I am married, I am constantly getting suggestions on how to improve myself. It's great. I get to sleep with my wife and fuck her every night. Okay, maybe I can do this without being married. Okay, maybe the fucking part is not every night or week. I'm 41. Married for 16 years. I try not to take for granted that I can take love and support for granted. No matter how shitty my day, no matter how much I fucked up, there is always someone at home who will give me a hug, support, and grace. My wife is my confidant, my partner in crime, my support network, and my best, most trusted friend. When everything else in the world has let me down, she is there to provide comfort, support, and occasionally the kick in the ass I sometimes need. It's truly amazing to have someone you can trust this way. 31 meters. Married in the past year, very happy with how I've surprisingly taken to married life. It's like having a constant teammate in life. We do things together and separate. Sex keeps going, but more ebbs and flows. Some weeks one or both of us are too tired. Other weeks we can't keep our hands off each other. Women are great, but I feel I put too much emphasis on the ego gratification of having sex. Another woman being wanted by women. Finding the right woman to settle down has been so lovely. I realize now how much of my energy was directed at dating women, and I'm amazed how much of that I can redirect in other aspects of my life. Stability and predictability. Not having to deal with dating. Married the person in my life I want to experience everything with. The first person I want to tell good news to. And the first person I want a hug from when I am in a bad mood or hear bad news. My wife keeps me grounded. Makes sure I don't stay up all night watching TV. Makes sure I eat right. Cuddles me at night. I truly feel I will live longer because of her care. Having a good partner definitely makes my life much happier. Everyone here talking about full hearts and happy smiles aren't really getting to the crux of what marriage is good for. Cheaper health insurance. Higher tax returns. Higher loans with lower APR. Mortgage approval rates go up. Adoption chances skyrocket. ECT. Yes. Marriage can be a beautiful and loving thing. But it is a legal contract with very real legal and financial benefits for both of you. Plenty of people that aren't in love get married to get those benefits. So why would you avoid having them with someone you love? I've been married to wife 2 for 7 years now. This marriage is actually functional. My first, I have never once thought in terms of benefits. That's not what marriage should be about. It isn't just a business transaction where both sides profit from the deal. It should be a way to commemorate your love and commitment to one another. You get married because you have received all the benefits from loving another person and being loved back and sharing your lives together, and you want to celebrate that. Any other reasons and you are setting yourself up for failure. There is always someone to go home to love, to be loved. M53, M 10 years. Every day I get to hang out with my best friend. There's stability. Well, married men actually live longer. Actually, that's not true. It just seems like longer. Actually, that's not true either. We're just more willing to die. I'm also 28, and I'm also getting married in the next 13 hours. When you truly love and trust the person you're marrying, there's nothing to be scared of. I'm excited for the new life I'll start tomorrow. Depends on the jurisdiction in which you live. My wife and I wouldn't have gotten married if she wasn't at the time joining the army. Actually, only benefit I can think of for having a piece of paper saying you're married it. POA. Taxes. EOL care and decisions. Assets. Loans, house, car, etc. Stuff like that. Have you seen our Tinder? I've read so many comments about the support and love of a partner. Me and partner have been together for 18 years and aren't married. Every benefit mentioned so far I have with her, and the only thing marriage will change is we have less money in the bank from paying for a wedding. We'll also get a nice piece of paper saying we are legally joined. Depends on where you live. Marriage has many financial and bureaucratic benefits. Most countries in EU has some form of tax benefits. The administrational issues with children are also more simple. A false sense of security. Someone there for you through the hard times and to celebrate the good times. Cuddles. Sex. Adult conversations. Shared interests and hobbies. Helps around the house. Helps raise your children. Shows your children what a healthy relationship looks like, so hopefully they will have healthy relationships. Man shrugging, there's plenty if you stop and think about it. Benefits isn't the word I'd go with. I was lost, now I'm found. To give your complete self to someone and know that they gave you everything in return. That glass will be full and may spill a bit, but will never be half full or half empty. You got a partner and best friend to play with your sex parts at no charge. Relative stability. A fairly predictable partner. Life is much easier with a second source of income. In comparison to only one. Someone to cuddle, watch movies, and go on dates with. Someone to rely and depend on, but also to take care of because that feels rewarding. 2. Someone to love you. Rights over your children. We literally live longer when we're married. Instead of spending money at the bar to get teased and not laid, you can just go home and get teased and not laid for free. It's awesome to live with someone who gets you and have a partner to do life with. Nothing is more satisfying than working on your forever home with the person you will share it with.